So I had a bunch of things I was thinking of calling this, because it's just kind of off the top of my head, but it was off the top of my head for yesterday, not today, but I didn't make a video yesterday, so. And it's just, if you say you think Trump is racist, Trumpets just go freaking, what you calling me racist and stuff? People call Obama racist, they still call him racist. That valid thought guy, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember whether it was Robert Wallace or who, it's like that racism really started up with Obama in 2008. He really inflamed that racism by being a black president. Before 2008, we had no racism. Everybody knows we had no racism before 2008. Really, no real racism problem. Yeah, I'm making a video.
Okay. Do you want me to close this?
Sure. Thanks. So, anyway, they called Obama, and it was not just Obama. The Republicans, now, people change, and I'm told by unreliable sources that there's people that voted for Obama that voted for Trump in droves. I mean, obviously there will be people like that. There's going to be people that voted for Trump on accident, like they didn't bring their reading glasses, and they're like, I think that's the one. But whatever, there's Bernie voters that voted for Trump, and there's Hillary voters that voted for McCain, and so on and so forth. So that whatever. The point is that when Obama was president, they show no respect. They said he was racist. They said he wasn't from this country. They said he was gay and his wife was actually a transvestite, super likely, and he's not from this country. Did I cover that part? And it's been like that with all of they were all over Bill Clinton, and, the Democrats even helped trash Carter, primaried him. Primary to sitting president. People don't like to remember that. Ted Kennedy, not just some whomever. Ted Kennedy primaried Carter when he was the Democratic president. That's how much support he got. So anyway, when people were calling Obama racist, I thought, well, that's bullshit. He's obviously not a racist. I mean, he's got problems that I could criticize, but not a racist. But I didn't go, how dare you call me a racist? Because I voted for Obama once. I voted for him the first time. I live in Hawaii. I didn't have to vote for him. He obviously was going to take Hawaii. And so I didn't the second time because I didn't like that he didn't stop the torture or the Gitmo or the spying. I really didn't like the spying. I mean, the torture was the biggest thing that W started that I really think needed to be stopped more. Not just pretend stopped, but like actually stop doing it. Make it a non-okay policy again, like it used to be. You don't need to have to torture your enemies. You can put them in regular old cages without torturing them. Good enough. But anyway, but I'm not that big of an Obama fan. So take someone like Bernie. Bernie is probably the only mainstream candidate, I really support so much of his approach and his attitude on things. He was called a racist and sexist, basically by Hillary supporters. And I imagine if he gets the nomination, the Republicans will be saying that. And I'll think that's bullshit, total lie and bullshit, trying to call people out for that kind of bullshit. But I'm not going to be like, you take that back, how dare you call me a racist? No, I'm not Bernie Sanders, okay, you guys? You're not Trump. You're not Trump. Now, I think he's not as big an idiot as everybody says. I think you could say he's an idiot, but just in the sense of like, well, he's an asshole. He only cares about himself. That's idiotic, blah, blah, blah. Insult. Is he so stupid he doesn't know why David Duke is in support of him? I think he does, because I remember when he was going to run as a Reform Party candidate, and he said, I'm not going to do it because David Duke's in that party now. He just forgot who this guy is. He doesn't know anything about him now. Yeah, so I think that he's using racism and the racists, and, is he actually racist? Well, again, I don't think you have to get in people's heart. I think you can just look at the behavior and the systematics. He and his dad got caught racially discriminating in their apartment buildings. I think when you tell an African congresswoman whose family's been here longer than yours to go back where they came from, that's racist. Seems racist to me. So he's going to be thought of as racist by me. But you can't do that because I'm not racist. Well, you're also not fucking Trump. Are you just a Trump fan, an acolyte, a trumpet? So, there's something else I was going to say on the race topic. Oh, yeah. What I've noticed for years with the racism thing that's funny is, and it's funny because it just shows how powerful also words are in people's mind, like separate from that it's racism. And what I mean is, a lot of people want to say they're not racist because it's true, right? Like Stefan Molyneux would say, I'm not racist because it's true blacks are stupider than whites. Well, according to him, it's also true that whites are stupider than Jews and Japanese. He doesn't talk as much about that, about how we should just give the Jewish people and the Japanese people the control of our government because of their higher IQ. Separate from the issue that IQ is not correlated to character or honesty. Very high IQ people can be very dishonest. Doesn't seem to, having a high IQ doesn't make you more or less honest, as far as I can tell. It might make you a better liar because you don't make the stupid lies that are going to get caught, right? As we all know, which is why people with high IQ are not particularly trusted or distrusted. You might want to say, well, I trust them to do something that takes a high IQ. Yeah, unless they're not really going to do it, unless they're scamming you or whatever. But anyway, back to the racism and thing. So they want to say that's not racism because it can't be racist if it's true. But if you think race ideas like that of inferiority and who ought to be in control are true, that's the definition of what makes you racist. And if you're correct that they're true, then the bad reputation that racism has is just one of those things, like it's a hard truth, and you gotta believe the truth. But it's like, if I or you believe the earth is round, so you're a globist. You don't say, no, I'm not a globist because globism is true, right? The flat earthers think you globist, that's an insult. I'm not a globist because it's true that the earth is the globe. No, you are a globist. And the reason that you're defined as a globist is because you believe that's true. So it's the same thing with racism. If you believe the racist ideas are true, then you're racist. And if racism has an unfairly negative reputation for something that's true, well, then that's just a different issue. But when the language comes around and racist is taken as a negative thing, then people want to be like, well, I'm not racist. But you believe all those old racist ideas. Yeah, but they're true. So I'm not racist. I mean, it makes no fucking sense, right? If it's like Christianity comes along in history and gets a bad reputation, so people say, I'm not a Christian, but you believe, the Bible and that Christ died to forgive your sins and it's going to be a rapture. Oh yeah, but it's true, and therefore I'm not a Christian. No, believing that's true is what makes you a Christian. And it's the same way with racism. So if you believe a bunch of racial things are true, then you're a racist. And but they're true. Well, okay, if you establish that they're true, I guess it just might want to be some of those truths that people don't like to face. I mean, I myself believe a lot of truths that other people don't want to accept as truths. And, what you're going to do. Like, for example, no. America isn't the most only special country that counts in the world. It's not like, well, we need respect when we want to buy Greenland. It is absurd. If Denmark offered to buy Maine, first of all, please buy Maine. But it would be ridiculous. You can't just buy and sell countries with democratic citizens in it. in the 21st century. It's absurd. So I don't believe in American exceptionalism of that sort. I do believe in American is my countryism, right? Like, I'm going to fight on the war of America. If somebody attacks America or American interests are being attacked, I'm going to defend American interests. Not because we're the only specialist thing in the world, but because I'm us, and you have to fight for your own rights. It's like, I don't believe I'm the most specialist person in the world, but I will defend myself, right? You don't have to be egotistical to believe in defending yourself. You know, I don't have to think my house is the best house in the whole world to fix the broken door, to fix the broken dock, to, you know, fix the runoff situation and make it a better house for me to live in, right? So it doesn't take these weird exceptionalisms to go ahead and be a part of the team that you're on, right? You don't have to pretend you're in the best football team in the whole universe in order to go play. At least I don't. Some people do seem to do that. And then they get really hurt when you say that Trump suckered them. But truth hurts.